special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And that run produces a decent gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The back's got it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Shabira. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Off to the single back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tries the right with a quick throw. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell it?
He's looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, they come out in that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The pocket breaking down. Scooped up in the defense.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Has it back to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bama. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Hits into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. He'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sideline, but just a short game.
Well, a quick short throw here. Not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance. But they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Wow, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot. The coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Testing the right side here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Now here's the toss play. Breaks into open space. Past the 45. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gets the first and still running. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. They test the middle, but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Back in motion now. Direct snap. Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up, and you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Action fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Throws to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks clear in open space. That's a solid game there, showing off the stiff arm.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. 2nd down and goal. Back to throw again. Looking for 6. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Here comes the point-after attempt. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Wide open downfield.
Well,
This wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
A completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He fires it down the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, what a grab! That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down now after the sack. Wants to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards.
He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Shabira. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's a direct snap. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Second and long now from their own 10. Looking to throw here. As he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And here's the fair catch by the return man. one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas.
First down, Texas.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Shabira. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everyone wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff heading left. Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Ran down the middle. It's Henry. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown! Crimson Tide! And they jump on top here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first half, but needed this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. He missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
The shotgun running play call. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The short completion at the tight end. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. Now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They'll have to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's bringing it back. Pass midfield. Now the 40. At the 20. At the 10. All the way back for a score. Touchdown.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early. Obviously, the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a dart right down the middle. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gets loose. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
3rd down after that running play. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a 3rd down stop.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a 1st down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Leaning on the run game here late. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now play number 9 on this drive. Press coverage now from the secondary. They're going to run it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He could go. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, tied. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Throws to the tight end. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Off the penalty, the offense will now set up in the red zone with a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
He'll throw it now. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
We'll try to run it with the option. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Toss play to the outside. Look out, look at your run here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.